Could you repeat that once more for the camera?
I said nothing.
I said nothing. He said that his underwear is holy. And why would you say that to another guy when you're alone in the mountains? Like,
In the biblical sense.
no, we were talking about swimming. I was saying we can go swim if we want, and he's like, my knickers are holy. Bye-bye. Tschüss. He's very drunk and very friendly. And a little bit grabby. He came over and talked to us. Bye-bye. Do you have Xiaomei? Yeah. Yeah, I think these orchards, I don't know, the blossoms, whatever, I think they come over from Japan. I think I mentioned that earlier. Where are my gloves? I had them on. Hopefully they're in my seat. Speaking of which, I need new gloves. I just noticed they're starting to rip. This is the road that I always go swimming down. This river here, there's a few swimming spots, and there's a waterfall further up. But I've done that enough times. Chickens. We were just talking about what gets guys laid. What gets women, and how did it start off? We were talking about, I think it was motorcycles. I said guys buy a motorcycle thinking that he's gonna get them girls, but in actuality it doesn't, because there's not a lot of women that really care that much about bikes. There are a few, but they're far and few between. And most women would choose. If you ask most women, would you rather go for a ride in a car or on a bike? The majority will say in a car, because it's not going to mess up their hair, and they can wear a skirt and this and that. And so yeah, in general, women, a bike is a turnoff, no matter how expensive or nice the bike is. And a lot of guys don't realize that. And then there's, and then he commented, the same holds true for cars. There are so many guys that put so much money and effort into their cars, and part of them, like if you're a guy, everything you do in life, period, is usually in some way connected to getting women. So, in their mind, they're doing all this. They're putting all this. You want to go first? Go first. They're putting all this. Money and effort into their cars, but in the end, oops, I just suck. Yeah, they put all this money and effort into their cars, and do you think women really care what kind of rims you have? Do you think women care about like what kind of modified muffler you just picked up? Like they don't. And again, you get the odd woman who cares about cars. I remember I met a girl once who said she only dated guys who drove Camaros. Obviously, she was quite the loser. Good looking, but quite the loser. Yeah, and then we were like, well, and then I commented like, yeah. When I got a bike, I kind of thought it would help me get women, but totally didn't. But there are some things that you can do that get women, and one of which would be, I used to think nice clothes too, because I remember I used to dress really nice always. Like when I would go to bars and stuff, I'd always wear suits, not suit, but like fashionable suits, like dress shirts and blazers, and or like a nice blazer, but with like a kind of see-through T-shirt. I don't know. I'm sounding gay now. just fashionable clothes. I used to wear expensive fashionable clothes, and I used to think that would help me. But then I remember there would be like very odd time where I'd swing by the club and I'd just be wearing like jeans and a t-shirt or something, and I would do just as well, if not better, as when I dressed up. And I was like, oh, that's odd, you know, like. So women don't seem to care that much about clothes either. It's odd. But one of the few things that I know of that really does help a guy get women more and get a higher class of women would be dancing. If you can dance, if you learn how to dance and you go to a club and you dance well or fairly well, you will pick up women. It's like that's like the easiest way I know of meeting women, is just being able to dance. And I've talked about that before. And I plan on doing a dancing video in the near future. I actually bought something that I wanted to use in a dancing video, some kind of like glow stick type thing. And it's not going to be a rave biker video, because the rave biker videos, I put a lot of effort and time into those. It'll just be me, literally just me dancing in my living room or something, without any tricks or special, you know, or surprise endings or anything like that. Because I get a lot of people asking me about dancing and stuff, so I'll do it. Yeah. So other than that, I'll put the question to you guys: what kind of things are there that you can buy or do in life that help you to get women? Like, what about playing sports? Is like just being on the football team really get, you know, like in movies, like Disney movies, if you play football, you get all the girls, kind of things, and you know, all those the movies are like that. But is that true? Is that because at my high school, I don't really think the girls cared one way or the other if some guy was on the football team or not, you know? No comment. You ever heard of Mordeth 13? M13? No? Okay, I suck.